Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's the highest praise, you know. Episode 63. Jew here, is here. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm good.
We back in the studio. We back in the yo. We back in the yo, man.
I say back to the familiar background.
Yeah, the familiar background.
It was cool, like having a different location and
I hope that was refreshing.
trying to figure that out. Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of viewers, so I hope that was kind of refreshing. Like they gonna see them like, oh, okay, like
yeah, we can be mobile if we need.
Yeah, I'm about to say we ain't just stagnant and stationary. This thing travels, but that was a good episode. I enjoyed that. So how was it, man? How? When the last time we talked?
I was going to say the last time we seen each other, but that wouldn't be helpful to anyone.
No, it wouldn't.
About a week ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah, about a week. You know,
we was moving around
home for Easter, and we had our little annual crawfish boil, and you know, it was a good time. You know, I hadn't been home since Christmas, so
yeah, dang, yeah,
man. And then be like, I don't go home. Like it's spaced out enough when I go home that when I go home, something has changed.
Like there's something new, yeah,
or just changed,
or
like,
progressed. Yeah,
like when that Jack in the Box. When did Jack in the Box close?
Oh yeah, and everybody like, man, that must have been closed.
It's like, dude, no, it hasn't. Like,
you just think that because you live there.
Let's say the last time I was here, it was definitely not closed. So yeah, it was good though, being back home, seeing people, doing that, getting a taste of it, and
it's good in small doses.
Yeah, man. And then too, it was nice too because that was pretty much probably my last time going home for a while because we starting a busy season at work, so not gonna be able to just that drive, man. If you don't, it's really not worth just going out there for a 2-day weekend unless you just have to for a reason. So yeah, man, I probably won't do that too often, man. But it was good though, because I think I've been kind of talking about it on the podcast, but I don't think I've been like explaining it the best. Where I feel like I'm like my newest thing is like looking at stuff not on like surface value, but like thinking about like what go all into making something happen. Like when we talked about the boxes last episode, and then I was thinking about the crawfish boil, and I was like, man, there's some people that just got a time and just sat down and ate, but it was way more to that than just that. Somebody had to think about the chairs. Somebody had to think about the table. Somebody had to think about the stuff that go into the crawfish. Like, where we going to get that from? The actual crawfish, we had to, it'd be like a lot of stuff that go into like just making something work. But like, I think we just so accustomed for stuff working, or just you're not looking past the surface level that you forget like the amount of work, that effort that goes into everything. And like I said, I just been thinking about that kind of stuff because, like I said, I thought about it with the like when I finally sat down and looked around, I was like, it wasn't just, hey, let's go grab some crawfish. We got everything we need already. Like,
no,
it was planning that went into that day before, morning of, So I don't know. Like I said, I just been thinking about stuff like just not taking stuff at face value and really thinking about how like stuff work or how you got to this point, right. And I think that's like kind of symbolic too with just people, like you ain't just wake up and end up where you are now. Like it was steps and things you had to go through in a process to get to where you are now. Right.
When you say that, the word that pops in my head is composition. Like think about how things are composed. Like when something is composed, it's like an amalgamation of a number of things, you know what I'm saying, that makes one whole thing. Yeah. That's like composition. And it was a great composition, the crawfish boil.
Oh, shoot, that's life. Life is a composition. Like,
that's what it is. Life is a composition.
Because then, too, you be thinking, like, and then, I don't know, it just make me have, like, a deeper appreciation and stuff. Like, and be like, and just be a little bit more curious when it comes to people. Because I was like, you probably didn't just wake up and get this job. You probably had, you know, did this, went to school here, maybe did this, worked here, then you ended up here. Like, but you just see it as, oh yeah, he worked here.
He worked here.
Nah, it's a little bit more to the story than that.
Yeah, exactly. And
I don't know, that's just been kind of like my interest these days, man. And then I had so in the morning at work every day, I got to go get some water. It's just my thing I do in the morning. I go to the break room because they got like the little spout so you can put the thing under there. So naturally, I'm consistent going there every morning. So naturally, whoever in there at that go the same time I go, I normally end up talking to them. And I've been talking to one of my coworkers, man, and she kind of just been kind of sharing like just her life with me and stuff, and kind of what she got going on. It just really make me think too, like how we was talking about, like you might just take people on surface and you don't realize like the amount of working parts that, you know, and stuff that they got going on.
That's involved in that.
Yeah, man. I'd be like, man, life is really like you say, it's really a composition, man.
Yes, it is.
It truly is a composition, man. And
yes, it is.
I don't know who said this because, you know, we talked a lot, but I forgot who said this, but it's like your way ain't the only way.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I said that. Like there's so many different ways to live life.
There's different
approaches.
Man. It's like, and all the different ways are happening at once. But you may only know, like in your little bubble or your little stuff, you may only know people that live like you, but it's like completely other stuff going on, man.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And like completely different dynamics. So I don't know. Like I say, it's just interesting to I've been taking other people perspectives in and stuff, man. And like I said, people been sharing with me, and it kind of lead me to our topic today. Well, you know, we was talking like when people share stuff with you, and it might be like they going through something at the time, and like
you might just be a listening ear for them.
Yeah, I want to say like I was like, because like encouragement look different.
Yeah, and like, on the giver and the receiver.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, how would I like to be encouraged? Because you know, some people they want to just I don't know. They almost your encouragement is just you listening to them. Yeah. And they'll be like, thank you, man. I just need to get that off now. I feel like I can, you know, like some people like they just need to like.
Yeah. You used to be like that.
Just whatever in their head. They just need to like say it out loud they need to a person. And they encourage themselves, or like they feel encouraged just by having that conversation and getting that out their head. And
that's right.
And then some people need like
actual feedback and
like a pep talk
and discourse and like, you know, walk me through this, you know.
I'm going to say the definition of like encourage is just give support, confidence, or hope to someone.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, boss.
No. Well, encouragement, right? It's funny because it's just like a third straight kind of like existential topic, because like this is another one of those things, kind of like manifestation, where like it exists in application as much as it does in theory. You know what I mean? Like when you say you encourage somebody, like, oh, you know, that can, the way that that's delivered can be in a multitude of ways. So if I encourage you to go, shoot, remember when I encouraged you to start this podcast? We were just driving, and we were just talking about. We were just like you know, man, we could have go. Well, we used to have a podcast, and we talked about how that ended. And then we were just saying how, like, you know, we listened to podcasts, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, man, well, let's do it this time. Like, let's get this stuff, and we could do it at my house. Like, that was just me taking the idea that we were just talking about it and putting a little bit of application behind it and say, like, man, we could do it. Like, we just thinking about it on way too big of a scale, making it seem like it ain't something we can do. You know what I mean? Like, now here we are with the equipment. So when I think about encouragement, and it's actually fun that you brought this up, because I ain't gonna lie, I've done a lot of listening this past week. A lot of listening. Listening to family, friends, people, workers, everything. And just like you said, them getting that out to me And I don't know why I've always kind of been this person, people that just want to talk to about their problems, like, because I don't be asking.
Yeah.
As helpful as I am, I don't be asking people like, do you need help? They just start talking, you know? And I'm definitely one of those, dang, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. For real? You mean to tell me? And I just say whatever they said to me. But sometimes that's all they need. And
yeah, I'm about to say, because I think because people always kind of just naturally overshare with me, and
yeah, they do.
Mine always start with a "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh no, you just need to get that off."
Yeah.
That's what I realized too.
That's
like people
you.
too that like I'm just like we just kind of speak in passing. When they like get that off, like, oh no, they really need to talk to somebody if they telling me, because we not, we not like that. But no, I think that definition, like I was just thinking about that. I think they hit on it, because I think when most people seek encouragement, or at least for me, from my perspective, I'm either looking normally for confidence or hope, to be honest with you. Because I know for me, and you can say when you feel like, well, let me ask you first. When do you feel like you need encouragement or to be encouraged?
I need to be encouraged when I find myself in the midst of a conundrum. Like when I feel like confused about a situation, that's where that's where a lot of my encouragement comes from. Like, well, when I seek it, you know what I'm saying? Like major decisions, like new job, moving, relationship, like those like major heavy things that like I feel like, bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Nah, you're welcome. Those things that I know that this can be a life altering decision, and all in all, it come back to me making a decision, but I want to grab as much insight and encouragement that I can and support that I'll call, like you, my mama, my Corey. And I know I'm looking for encouragement when I say something like, dang, Ed, you don't think that's too harsh if I say this? Or like, you don't think, is that selfish if I say, no, I don't want to be with you no more? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that selfish if I don't want to go to this date? Like, because I really don't feel like going. Like, I need some support in the decision, because it's something that I'm like teetering on, and I'm feeling like a little complicated. Like my morality is feeling a little complicated, because I want to do the right thing, but I also want to do the right thing for myself. So I know in situations like that, I need encouragement the most. Okay. Now this is how I need encouragement, because I'm a words of affirmation guy. All right. Say, hey, think what you want to think. All right, but I need to hear that. Nah, Jew, you still a good person if you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you need somebody to speak life into you.
Yeah. You're like, you're not a bad person just because you don't feel like going. Like, you can stay home. Ain't nobody worried, man. It's all good. Like, that's the kind of encouragement I need, because that's also the type of support that I require. Which is kind of funny, man, because now that I'm talking this through, I'm realizing a lot of my encouragement needs are linked to a lot of my love languages. Because encouragement is a form of love to me. Yeah. Support, confidence, hope. Yeah. Come on, man.
I say that all the time. I need somebody that's going to speak life into me.
Yeah, come on, man. Give me some confidence. I mean, I got enough, but I need some. I can always use some. So, but yeah, that would be it for me. And I'm pretty sure like there's other ways that I'm not thinking about. But how about yourself, man?
Man, I think for me, I sometimes it used to be a lot more often when life was just hitting me with haymakers, but I needed just like hope. That was my encouragement that I need. I needed hope, like, because man, you be believing that it's light at the end of the tunnel, man, but sometimes it be looking far as heck away, boy.
Sometimes it is far.
Hey, sometimes you gotta squint. And
you be like, I'm
is that yellow or is that white?
Am I supposed to walk over there?
Man,
all I see is darkness.
I said, bro, I've been walking, bro, and I ain't got no clothes. So what's going on? So a lot of times, like, just in my younger days, it was just hope, man, because I just be like, bro, like it's just one thing got the another, like. I need hope. And then, so it like, when life be life and I be needing hope. But now, and then it used to be like you said, like when it come to stuff, I need like confidence to do it. Like It'd be like you weigh in like a major decision and you just need somebody to like, you kind of know what you want to do anyway, especially, you know how I do. I normally be knowing the direction, but I just, that's when encouragement look like for me is just confidence when you be like,
no, this
okay. Yeah. Like I just need somebody else to kind of agree with me.
Exactly.
To give me that confidence I need. Cause I'm like, I think this right. But, and I will say that's like when my, dad helped me out a lot when it comes to like when I be trying to make decisions because I used to like be in my head a lot and like I said, he just kept life. He look at life in a very like macro simplified way, and sometimes I like overcomplicate and weigh all my options, and I haven't seen which way it's gonna go in both directions in the next 10 years.
Yeah, like, you didn't put too many scenarios in it.
And sometimes it'd be just like, well, do you want to do it? I'd be like, yeah. Oh, well.
We'll go do it.
So, yeah, sometimes I just be needing, like, just...
Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry, when you're done.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Can you encourage somebody about something, even if you don't agree with them? Like, do you have to agree with somebody to encourage them? I don't think you have to, but I want to ask you.
Oh, man. I might say from me, because like, I can't promote something that I don't think is right or that you shouldn't do.
Okay.
Like if you say, hey man, I'm thinking about going cheat on my wife, I ain't gonna say, well, man, you know, if you feel like doing that, make your move. No, I'm not. So yeah, I think I do be having to agree.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not gonna lead nobody astray. Not willingly or knowingly.
Okay.
So if you doing something that I don't think is
right.
Now, sometimes it can be just, well, it's really whatever you want to do. Like it ain't like a moral, what's the word I'm
confliction?
Yeah, it's not like a moral confliction. It's really like, hey, I want some chocolate ice cream, but I'm thinking vanilla. Well, which one you want the most?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But in serious stuff, yes, I need to agree because I'm not going to knowingly lead somebody. Like if somebody come to me and say, hey man, I'm thinking about moving to Hawaii, but I'm gonna take 30,000 less, and I'm really like, I was like, well, I don't know. I'm just giving a terrible example, but you know what I'm saying. Like if I don't necessarily agree, I don't think I can encourage you. No.
So you can't encourage that man to go live in Hawaii, even though he's going to be happier with what he's doing.
That's a terrible example.
But no, and this is why I'm glad that you threw out two examples like that, because. There's so many ways. There's so many avenues. But anyway, I'm gonna start with this. I think that is because, like I said, encouragement is linked to a lot of predispositions of the person that's doing the encouraging.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So if there aren't any, like for you, if there aren't any implications of like negative consequences for like maybe someone and the others around them, it's like, okay, because this don't really affect me. But if you was to say, yeah, man, go cheat on your wife, you gonna have to sit with that because you know, like you aided in a decision that involved.
I mean, ultimately, that don't affect me either. But
you just said you don't want.
But I don't think that's right though. That's why I say I don't agree with it. That's what I'm saying. Okay,
and I'm saying that like for people to encourage it, the admittance is that you can sometimes agree with what is going on. Like if somebody, okay, say it was a dude that was getting cheated on by his wife all the time, but he's like, man, I'm about to get her back. I'll be like, shoot, man, do what you got to do.
But sometimes,
you know what I'm saying?
I give.
Is that encouragement?
Sometimes when I give that out, I give out that empty encouragement sometimes.
So like, do what you got to do as an empty
encouragement. Where it's like, well, it's not. It's like if you feel like you need to do that, do it. I'm not going to say do it or don't do it. But if that's what you feel like you need to do, then go ahead.
I'm not about to say something to make you say, well, Ed told me to do it. You know what I'm saying? What Drew told me to do.
That's what I say. For me, that's my empty encouragement. If you ever hear me tell you do what you got to do, that means I don't necessarily agree. But if you feel like you need to do that for yourself, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I won't say empty encouragement. I'll say that's me not supporting it necessarily, but not all the way against. It's just like if that's what you feel like you need to do.
I'm about to say, and we know people, bro.
Yeah.
We know people that did some messed up stuff. And I know that they've called you before they've done messed up
And
stuff.
I say, do what you got to do.
I've called you before I did some messed up stuff.
And that, like I said, that ain't me agreeing. That's me like. That's what you feel like you need to do. That's what I say. It's like
to the listeners,
I feel like that person pretty much know they gonna do that anyway. And if I even said don't do that, then that's just gonna be like an argument or like, man, nah, I'm gonna do that. I got to do that. And
some people get off on that too.
Yeah, that's why I be like, just do what you gotta do. That's me saying I don't agree, but
I'm only laughing so much to the listeners because I know Ed is somebody. To give y'all some insight, Ed gets a lot of phone calls from our friend group, from everybody before they make a decision. Like if you're making a tough decision, you're probably going to call Ed, okay? Then you're going to call me. But Ed get the first call for sure. And that's why I want to ask you that because I know that I know because I've been on the phone with you. You have heard some crazy, man, I'm about to do this. You think I should do it? And that's why I want to ask you that because I know some of this stuff you ain't agree with.
But sometimes, as adults, sometimes we have our mind set on doing something.
Yeah,
And then I think too, once you start to know a person more and more, you start to realize, well,
that's just what
they gonna do it regardless.
Yeah,
they just want somebody to agree with them. And I ain't gonna do that. But at the same time, that's why I word that way. If you feel like that's something that you need to do, then do it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like that phrase is kind of like me or you saying, I would say me when I'm saying it. It's like me saying like, I hear what you saying. I'm not the one to make the decision for you. You know what I mean? But you weigh your options and I guess you're going to do what you deem is worth it.
Because you ain't going to come back and say, well, he was the one telling me to do it.
I'm telling you, that's the main reason why people say that. Because I don't want
what you feel. Do what you got to do. Do what you feel like you got to do.
Man, hey, Ed, that's what people say. That be the main reason why people say something like that. Because I ain't about to tell you go do something. Then your girl hit me up. Dang, Ed told me you the one that told me to go do that. No, I did.
No.
Did Ed call you? He did, but I ain't tell him to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we what's that word? Infidelity. We're not promiscuous, but because I know that's the thing everybody can run to. But what I'm saying is, if I give you encouragement on something, like remember when you was like changing careers and stuff like that, and we were talking on the phone, and it's like, and you tell me like how something kind of sucked, and like you're looking towards doing something else, and I'll just be like, okay, I say, well, yeah, you need to do that. That'll make you happy. I think that such and such and such and such. Because I agree with somebody that wants to change careers. I agree with somebody that takes a stand on a less than favorable position. You know what I'm saying? Like suffering for no reason type stuff. Yeah. Like I agree with making that change. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm all for that. That encouragement is going to look a lot different than, hey, I'm about to go cheat on my wife. Like, that's two different types. You know what I'm saying?
But when I even think of encouragement, I don't even think about that kind of stuff. I think more so like
life.
Yeah, like it's something like when people
development.
Like when people going through turmoil and just need encouragement. That's when when I hear encouragement, that's when I think of not like, not empowering you to go do some nonsense. When I think of encouragement,
I ain't gonna put no battery in your back.
Yeah, I don't think about that. When I hear encouragement, that's what comes to my mind. Like if somebody down or going through something, like how do you encourage people? Yeah. And I think for me, like how I encourage people, because I don't never. If people tell me stuff, I don't never like tell them is, I never try to tell somebody what to do, and I don't never try to like oversimplify what they going through, because they the ones going through it. I think my form of encouragement that I give is that I listen, and then I normally give some type of word of something like encouragement that it can't rain forever, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll be like,
Excuse me.
Like you say, I kind of like do like words of affirmation or
I'm sorry.
or like I manifest. I was like, well, it's gonna all work out in the end. Like, or all you can do is do all you can do in a day, and it'll eventually add up, or something like that, where it ain't like I'm trying to oversimplify what you going through, but I'm and then like I say, like, because like I said, people been kind of telling me stuff lately that they've been going through and stuff, and then be like, more than, like you said, more than anything, a lot of people just need somebody that's just gonna listen to them. You ain't gonna interrupt them. Like I said, you ain't gonna try to like oversimplify or downplay what they going through, or say, oh, well, all you gotta do is this, or it's like, nah, man, just listen, give a little words of encouragement. Like I said, I think like I say, with my encouragement, it always looks like more so than anything when I talk to people is hope.
Yeah. Give them that.
Just giving them hope. And and it all tie around, because hope for me is centered in faith. And, like I truly, like when I tell people it's going to all work out, it'll all work out. And like, I like believe that like wholeheartedly, I'm not just saying that to like, kind of just say stuff. Oh, it's going to be okay. No, I really like believe that. Like I said, and I think that's where my encouragement is rooted in, is in faith. And even myself personally, because, I'm human. I be having like my little moments of doubt, but like, I feel like for me, I am pretty internally encouraged, because my encouragement is rooted in faith that like, I don't know how it's going to play out. No idea. But I know for a fact that it's going to all work out in the end for me. And I've been saying that for 10 plus years. Like, I know it's going to all work out. How? Who knows? But at the end of the day, I know it's going to always work out for me. But
okay.
Yeah, like I say, and that's just my that's just my internal encouragement that's just rooted in faith.
Okay.
Because, sometimes you look around and then, we like at that age, man, where people doing adult stuff like
buying houses, starting families, getting married.
That kind of stuff. And
signing big career contracts.
And I look around and I'm like,
shoot.
But comparison is a thief of joy. So I don't do that. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just look around and you be like,
but yeah, you gonna.
But when you hear what people go, kind of going through in life and what they, just what they got going, you be like, well, dang, I'm shooting over here. I'm just excited for the playoffs of basketball.
Yeah, I'm just excited to watch the Suns.
You talking about you gotta.
Yeah, I gotta close on the house.
Some diapers and do this. I was like, oh, we just live different type of lives.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But like I say, it's just staying encouraged and stuff. And like I said, I think I got better at that, because I used to need a lot of external encouragement and stuff. But I feel like I didn't.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like I didn't got to a place now where I'm like,
you used to have to like need people to say, Ed, you're doing good, or Ed, that's a good decision. Or,
not doing good, but like when I just come to like making decisions and stuff, and then some stuff I still be kind of iffy about, but like I say, any like major life decision, I needed like some, like, even if I, like I say, because I've been went to you for quote unquote advice where I literally just talk my way to what I want to do.
You know what's funny? You start the conversation like you like, I know what I'm about to do, but I just need to talk. I'm like, all right, go.
Yeah, I just need to just let somebody because in my mind, because I say in my mind it make complete sense, but let me say it all out loud.
Yeah. And I've done the same thing to you. So
then sometimes you don't even respond. It just be like, you know what? Actually, that is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And I'd be like, thanks, man. Yeah, I'd be like, Ed, I did not say nothing to you. I haven't said a word during this phone call.
But yeah, man, I think that's one of my encouragement, where it's kind of just like building my confidence up. And I think that kind of just honestly just happened over time, where it's like, okay, you done strung together all these good decisions, like. You capable of making a sound decision, But
okay, go ahead.
No,
because I had something I want to break into, and this is actually good.
Go ahead and break.
You thank you. I ain't gonna say it. Pause. Nah, but I don't know where that's at, but it's somewhere in there. But anyways, no, when I was hearing you talk, it sparked a thought process in my head that you saw me kind of jump on the computer, because I was trying to look up the difference between encouragement and influence. because I feel like encouragement, how you were saying, I think it was like 3 minutes ago, but you was pretty much kind of saying how like you speaking hope into others, you know, trying to give them ideas that they can form within themselves to self-motivate themselves, right? Something along the lines of that. That's not the whole thing verbatim, but I tried to look that up, but that wasn't there. But it did have like influence versus inspiration, which I think that are two components of encouragement. Because
I'm gonna say, because inspiration can look a lot like hope.
Well, you just said you used to need people to say that to you, you know that, but now you can do it for yourself. You got that inspiration. So let me give a couple definitions. I have the Keller Institute article. We got an article this time.
Getting back to our roots.
Right, I'm about to say, getting scholastic. So Keller, I can email it to you, but basically it says inspiration sparks an emotional quickening. It uplifts, infuses us with hope, generates new ideas, and gives us the sense of possibility and faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from what I'm hearing from you, it's like there's a lot of inspiration involved in your encouragement when you give it out. You know what I'm saying? Even when you give it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they kind of have some bullet points under the word inspiration, kind of giving you like some marquee things. So inspiration is involved with divine guidance, thought, intuition, idea inhalation, which is a crazy phrase, and aspiration. So when I was hearing you talk, and this came up, and I was looking at it, I'm like, man, this is exactly what you're talking about. Inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Where like inspiration is more of a in the clouds type of thing. Like you got to go grab inspiration. Like you got to take it within yourself, you know, implement it into yourself, and then act upon it. That's what like inspiration is. Now that's what I heard you explaining.
Yeah.
Influence, from this definition, is more of a specific, applicable type of thing. It says influence exerts a specific directive force to provoke change on a sometimes daily or consistent basis. Influence makes things happen.
Yeah.
And then the bullet points they have under that is effective results, power shaping, outcome molding, charm force, or like acting upon a determining factor. And I think that's a good one, that last one, the determining factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I say, me telling you, Ed, man, that'd be great if you change your career. Like, who cares about, you know, that degree you got? Man, you could do something else, man. You better than that. You know, that's that I'm encouraging you to do something that you like to do. Now, if I say, Ed, you go take that GMAT, when you pass that, you'll have boom, 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 and you can go do that. That's more of an influence because it's more like concrete. Do you have a reaction to that, or am I tripping?
Nah, I mean, it was a lot.
I know it's a lot, but I'm sorry.
But yeah, I agree. Like from that perspective, yeah, I can definitely see it that way.
Because I think if encouragement is the nucleus, you know what I mean? Like the overall thing, I think these are like two veering branches. You know what I'm saying? Like, because with encouragement, it can be kind of vague, but like this helps you kind of sort, okay, what kind of encouragement am I giving?
Yeah.
Am I more so trying to tell somebody what to do, where I'm influencing them to make a decision?
Yeah. Or
am I trying to actually like foster, you know what I'm saying, and inspire them to do their own thing? You know what I mean? And some people might feel like the inspiration is not as direct. You know what I'm saying? Like, like with our examples. No, Bo. Don't go cheat on your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little bit more direct than, you know.
But I don't know, because I was trying to think of a metaphor for what I think like what encouragement is to me. I think sometimes encouragement is like, for me, a metaphor would be like if it's raining, but the cloud is only over you and raining, but somebody else see it and tell you, nah, it's just like
it's just on you.
Yeah, like it's like one of them things where like, nah, it's better out here. You just kind of going through it right now, but you gonna get through it because it can't rain forever. I was thinking that might be a good example. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe it's like
you want to
like that's what encouragement is like for me. Like I said, because it's like people going through stuff and it's real for them that they going through, but you like kind of like just giving them hope that it won't always be that way. You know,
yeah. And I get what you saying.
Or the confidence to get through it. Like, because I've had people say, well, I'm not going to lie, it's just so hard right now and I'm trying, but it's like, it's so hard. And it's like, you just kind of like give them saying, no, you can get through this. Like, it will be better days for you. And like, it's just like that. And that, like I said, I think that's like, I think that was the perfect the definition of like encouragement. Like, it's literally like, it's hope and confidence for the most part. This is what you're giving people with encouragement.
But I think that for me, I think that the avenue that you use to do that is where influence and inspiration comes in for me. Yeah, because I can sort my encouragement like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna say because sometimes you like you say you'll have a good talk with somebody and you'll leave inspired. Like,
I'm about to go get this. Yeah. And sometimes I get off the phone and people like, dang, Ed did that. He did that and that. I need to go find me something, get that determining factor and act on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this job don't want to give me this raise when I had this meeting with them next week, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put something in place. And I think that that's great, man. And encouragement, like, for me, it's just so many ways to attack it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not attack, approach it. I'm trying to be more peaceful. Like, life can be grandiose or you can make it minute and tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was thinking about when you was talking about just the cloud over the one person. Bless you, sir. But that's what I was thinking about when you was talking about the cloud. Like, yeah, because sometimes it can be so specific. You know what I'm saying? Like the struggle, you know? And sometimes it could be... It could take you down through there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And we all been there. And like, I don't necessarily know if I ever asked for encouragement. Like, man, I need some encouragement.
Yeah,
like, it's something that you kind of see. You see on it. You say,
I feel
see
like,
something, say something. Kind of like,
yeah. Because I'm gonna say, I like I say, just thinking back, like, because I'm say everybody need encouragement sometimes, but it's like that isn't something you can ask for, or it don't come off the. You know, like,
how do you know?
I've never heard somebody say, "Hey, can I get some encouragement?"
You know, I was about to ask you, like, how do you know when to give somebody encouragement? Like, giving it.
For me,
identify.
Personally, I know when, like, somebody, like, just kind of being transparent and telling me they going through a hard time, and they, like, maybe admit to, like, feeling a little defeated or a little down about it. Okay.
Now, when that happens, what clicks in Ed to say, man, I'm going to say something encouraging to him? Is it just like empathy, sympathy? Is it just like I want to let them know that this
that's definitely empathy, not sympathy.
Yeah, empathy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm saying, like, what makes you know when to say something encouraging?
Like I said, when they just be transparent and tell me they going through some stuff, and you can kind of tell too. You know, it's very nuanced, like with tone and like heck, if somebody borderline in tears, you know, like clearly, you know, they may need a word of encouragement, and I don't. Honestly, I don't think anybody ever gonna get mad at a word of encouragement. Like like I said, if you trying to influence, like you say, influence that type of encouragement, that can go either way. If you trying to tell somebody what to do inadvertently,
like here's what you can do.
Yeah, but if you're just saying, hey man, I do believe that you know it's gonna all work out for you at the end of the day, and you know, it's tough right now, and it might be one day at a time, but you will get through it. Like. Nobody ain't gonna get mad at that, like,
because that's your version of support.
Yeah, and encouragement, and heck, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's been some days I need to hear that, but I ain't gonna say, hey man, can you give me some support? Like, I don't know if that don't feel organic to me or just weird, and it's not as genuine, but
it's kind of why is it things like that, romance? Intimacy. It's like those things that like you just want somebody to click. Like you don't want to have to say it because it kind of puts it into this awkward Like, okay, you told me that, so now I need to act like this.
It just don't feel genuine to me.
And that's what I was about to say. It goes down to the how genuine it is. Like, to answer my question that I asked you, you telling me some stuff that you're going through, right? Like my version of support with somebody. I might not always talk about what's on the other side of this storm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more so one of the people to say, man, no, I've been in that storm and I'm willing to walk through that storm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I support people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which goes back to love language. I'm telling you, it's all linked. Because if you tell me, dang, Jew, like I really ain't into it today. This and this is happening. My way of encouraging you is say, Ed, I want you to know that it's okay to feel sad right now.
Yeah.
I ain't about to tell you, hey man, you'll be happy tomorrow. Mm-hmm. No, be sad right now. Be mad right now. I want you to know that those feelings are well placed because this is what you're handling. Mm-hmm. And I want to let you know that since I'm here, you don't got to feel weird or awkward about disclosing it to me and expressing yourself. I'm willing to go through it with you because that's just how much I love you. Mm-hmm. That's how my encouragement works. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is
because I think one of the things I learned about encouragement, I don't know what I read this on, but it resonated with me well. When people tell you your problems, that don't mean you instantly
tell them yours,
or you instantly tell them something about you that's related to that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
No, you don't do that. Like,
because that invalidates their experience,
or it just take it away from you trying to encourage them and stuff. And now you just talking about you and making it about you.
Like, you can do it. I did it,
but in real time, you through that already.
Yeah, exactly.
And they still going through that.
Exactly. I learned that a lot.
Yeah, I might say because I used to, growing up and stuff, I used to be quick to do that. But man, shoot, that ain't what I'm here for. I gotta say, oh well, like I say, a word of encouragement is like I say, because even when I was going through stuff and in turmoil, like a word of encouragement is better than telling me when you went through it. Yeah. And you not through it no more. Like that's fine and dandy, and good for you, but
that don't help me.
I'm going through. Yeah. I'm fighting for my life right now, bro. Like I really don't like for sure. Like that don't really help me or give me encouragement or put my mind at ease. Like you telling me that you went through the same thing. Okay,
that don't add nothing.
Like that's fine. Like you went through it. Salute, but I'm in this right now, bro. I need like just some encouragement for me, not. But some people don't know that though. They think in their way if hey, if I made it through, you make it through, and
that got some validity to it, but it shouldn't be the immediate thing you say.
Not like when somebody going through turmoil. Yeah. Now somebody watching you from a distance or they in your life, and they be like, well. Man, I remember when you went through that, bro, and how you. Or
if you asked them, like, "Hey, Ed, I'm going through something that I saw you go to."
Yeah, how did you handle?
Yeah,
how would you keep?
And that's a different conversation.
Yeah, because I done had some friends say, "I ain't gonna lie, bro, man. I remember when you was going through your little unemployment phase, man, and how you just kept going." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's all you could do." Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. So I don't know. Like I say, encouragement is interesting, and I feel like that's something that no matter who you are, everybody need a little bit of that at some point, man. And like you said, for me, it's more about hope. These days, that's what the type of encouragement I need. Hope, like you say, words of which falls in words of affirmation / speaking life into me, like telling me, man, you got this, you smart. I know you gonna when I had my little test and I was a little nervous. And he's like, man, you gonna pass. I was like, well,
bro, remember we took that shot, like we toasted to Ed passing. Man, he gonna pass.
Okay, well, okay.
I know your ability, brother. But
a little hope / confidence mixed into that. Yeah, man,
I like because I'm one of them people, and this kind of goes back to like. This how I've been handling just emotional things lately, especially with things that's been going on in my life and the fast and stuff like that. Like, I don't. This probably happened about 6 years ago in college when, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I messed over a couple people that I probably shouldn't have. And I don't know if slimy stuff, but on like some relationship stuff. Yeah, about 6 years ago, like I don't run away from emotions, bro. Like that's just I just can't do that no more. That was like a revelation I had. Like if I'm feeling a certain way, there's no way for me to not feel it because it's happening. Like you said, like in real time. So, and that's for anything. So when encouraging moments happen, or they, I'm faced with that. Me, I'll be the first to say, I ain't gonna lie, I'm out of it right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, don't never ask me how.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, really want to know.
Yeah,
I don't always.
I'm about to say, I'm not all, and I'm not all. I mean, I'm optimistic, but I'm not always a happy person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how are you? Barely hanging on.
Well, what's up? Now what? Like Miko, you good? Nope. Now what? Now what? No reason. But no, like I don't run away from those feelings. So you come to me with something, I'm like, man, he's sad right now. I'm not about to do no joker, be a clown so you can try to make you laugh or something. I was like, oh no, okay, he's sad. We just sad right now. Now we sad. You know what I'm saying? Like. But we gonna get through it, but yeah, and that's just how I handle it.
And I feel like that song that we started off with, it really tied it in. When it said sometimes you gotta encourage yourself.
You gotta get about that couch, get about that flow.
Sometimes you gotta speak victory, And
when you speak it, it'll come to you.
Yeah, man. And then, like I said, it kind of just tied into that manifestation.
These officers
/ faith. Man, we really tied these in beautifully. Accident.
Man, I like this influence and inspiration. Like this, the kind of breakdowns I like to read right here. This is a nice little article.
And we'll throw that article in the bottom.
Because it goes into motivation versus influence. And it says influence wins. And then it says the 2 roles of influences, potential expand. It got it's some cool stuff. But anyway, this is also a good time to talk about encouragement because this is like a trying time right now. I just think in society, like ain't post-pandemic. We're still in the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
That's like kind of pandemic, pre-recession.
Yeah, pre-recession.
Record high inflation.
Housing crisis, rent crisis.
Yeah, how the shortage.
Yeah,
I read an article today that it was from a credible source, but it blew my mind. 80 people moved to Denton a day.
A day?
That's what that article said. I said, huh? Damn. People are really moving
see that
to the DFW area.
Yeah. Did you see that map of like all the Airbnbs? Like it's like more people owning Airbnbs than like available housing almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody move nowhere because people buying them up and flipping them into Airbnb.
But yeah, man, this is like you was kind of saying before we got
trying time. Yeah, my bad.
Time.
My bad.
This is a time to encourage people, and like I said, I felt like some people might, but most people don't ask for encouragement. So I feel like you kind of got to just be intentional and conscious of when you speaking to people to know, like maybe they need that. And honestly, man, you'd be surprised how far that go. I still remember when I was it was that summer I was home from college and I was working at Murphy gas station, and one of my track teammate dads, he was coming up there, to buy whatever he was about to buy, and I remember he just said, like, he gave me some encouraging words about myself. And like I said back then, like I really needed that. So like, man, that stuck with me. Like he just said something like it was like a little quick sentence, and it probably was just, I'm pretty sure he didn't think about it after he said it. But man, that like really resonated with me. Like I said, I still think about that to this day. And like I said, I feel like, you never know, like it may just seem small, like you just said something like, just do a little sentence of hope out. But like that can really have a major impact on people, especially like when you going through something, and like I say, life's just throwing haymakers at you. Like
it's hard to
just having somebody just give you that little word of encouragement just to make it through the day. Yeah, like just to make it through the day, it really can have a major impact, man. So I encourage people to encourage people.
You know what? I didn't even ask that. Like, I mean, I guess you can understand it. Like, how you even ask for encouragement? I don't know. I just keep it real with my friends. thank God I got real friends that I can just talk to them about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have enough friends that have been through something. Just about all of us have been through something trivial, like personally, mentally, all the other entities, you know, all the other entities, you know. So like, I know my friends are no stranger to you know, like mental health and things like that.
Yeah. And like I said, I think that's the thing that kind of like, well, I always give it to is because like just knowing like, you know, I done been there and I know what that feel like, and I know like just like that little like, man, when the days get really dark, man, just having like that one little positive encouragement, like I say, can make like a world of difference. Like, like some people might be like, man, I feel seen, I feel hurt, man. Like somebody showing that they care and about my well being, and just off a little small sentence, man.
Small
like,
sentence, and that be the stuff that you think about late at night, like right before you go to sleep.
Yeah, and like I say, like, man, you in real time, you may have just said something.
I appreciate it, bro.
What I'm talking about, the person that gave the encouragement, you might just said something, kept going by your day. You ain't, you know, put that much thought into it, but that might have like had a huge impact on like I said, I remember that was like, heck, that had to be over 8 years ago. He told me that at the gas station. Yeah. Like I say, it was a quick little, he ain't stretched that out. That was said in like a matter of a couple seconds. But like, I was like, dang, you know, like, bro, I'm out here working hard. I don't really know what my life holds. I needed that. Just like, to just get me through my day like that. I needed that, man.
The last weekend during the Crawfish Bowl, you know, I had just came off that fast. It was real quick. Miko he say, dang, Drew, your skin clearing up too. And he just kept on walking with some chairs. I was like,
you know
what I'm saying? I was just like,
just be those little small little tidbits of encourage,ment that can go a long way with somebody. You ain't got to stretch it out,
and you got to be performative
and hold my hand and read a 3-minute speech that you done prepared. But man, just that little stuff. That's why when I be going home or somebody I ain't seen in a while, I be like, been working out, man. You look good.
You look good.
They be like, yeah, man. You know, I'm like, yeah, man.
Stick with it, brother. Stick with it.
You look good, bro. Like, you know, like that's just little small stuff can just, like you said, that put the battery in people back to keep going. When they was about to, people starting to notice.
Yeah, man, like, I'm good.
Stay on top of this.
Yeah.
Man. So it's incredible what just a little bit of encouragement can do.
And that's why I love positivity. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here for that. But no, man. I like these last little couple episodes because they all kind of tied in together. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like encouragement, man. Like it's needed. And this is what I want to say. I know that we've used a lot of like real life examples, but like there are a lot of like quick encouragement things that happen too. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I went to this little valley in California. Oh, we was at Yosemite, and Mount Shasta, and they had like a 60-foot jump into like this little pool of water, and it wasn't like no real pool. It was like in the mountains. Like my friends that went up there, and then the second time they came, they're like, "Come on, Drew, let's go." I was like, "Man, that's heights, man. You know, I don't really mess with that." But they was encouraging. They just gave me the confidence, gave me the hope. When I jumped off the cliff, landing in that water, I lost my shoe. I don't know why I jumped with shoes on, but I lost my shoe. And then when I came up out the water, I was like, man, I'm good. Why was I tripping? You know what I'm saying? And they was all like clapping for me, like, yeah, Drew, you did that, bro. Like, let's go do it again. Then I went and did it again. And you just never like those quick things. Like once you get, that's a minute like example, but like it speaks to like once you get over something, you realize, man, wasn't even that bad, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that bad, bro.
That's that confidence part of encouragement.
But yeah, and just encourage your friends, man. Encourage yourself. Self encouragement.
Sometimes you have to encourage yourself.
Just encourage yourself, bro. Because shoot, it take you wherever, bro.
Yeah, and this has been episode 63 of the Transferable Experience podcast.
I don't know what to play.
Remember to do all the things on all the things.